Since its arrival back in the mid-70s, Single Ply has become the most widely used non-residential roofing system. There are several types of Single Ply available in the roofing materials market. They fall into three categories: the thermoplastics, vulcanized elastomers, or synthetic rubbers, and modified bitumen. The industrial commercial roofing industry has developed a number of Single Ply roofing systems. We'll be looking at three different methods of installing it with Single Ply membranes on various roof decks. One is mechanical attachment for steel decks. Another is hot asphalt for concrete decks. And third is the loose-laid ballasted method for flat or low-pitched roofs. In each case, after installing the polyiso board for insulation, we'll make it weather-tight with one of today's widely used membranes, EPDM, a synthetic rubber material. Actually, any of today's single-ply materials could be used. The first method that we'll demonstrate is how to secure insulation to a steel deck by mechanical attachment. You can see how polyiso board installation over steel is simplified, since no additional fire-resistant thermal barrier is required. After the boards have been carefully unpacked, they're laid out in staggered patterns as called for by the manufacturer. All parallel board joints and edges must meet and be fully supported by the top flanges of the deck. The manufacturers recommend specific fastening patterns for their 4x4 or 4x8 foot boards. These installation recommendations should be followed, especially when factory mutual approval is required. Then, using specially designed corrosion-resistant fasteners and plates, the boards are secured to the deck. There's another time and cost-saving advantage here. Shorter fasteners are used because thinner boards meet our value specifications. The second installation technique, the hot asphalt method, is used to secure polyiso board to a concrete deck. To ensure adequate coverage, a minimum of 25 pounds of asphalt per 100 square feet should be applied to the deck. Then, while the asphalt is hot and fluid at 400+ degrees, the boards are worked into place. This completes the board attachment. The third installation method is loose-laid ballasted, which is used on roofs that are flat or low-pitched. For such roofs, this method helps to achieve many design, aesthetic, and economic objectives. First, the polyiso boards are laid in place. Then, after the membrane is rolled on and sealed at the seams, the entire system, polyiso board and membrane, is ballasted with rounded stone or with paver blocks. In a mechanically attached membrane system, which typically uses the plate and screw method, after the polyiso boards are attached to the deck, the membrane is rolled out over the boards and is fastened through the insulation directly to the deck. To ensure water tightness, and especially to cover the fasteners, the membrane sheets are overlapped along the full length of their exposed edges and sealed with an approved contact adhesive and caulked. Now, let's look at the installation of the fully adhered membrane over the mechanically attached polyiso board. Here, we're installing EPDM. This is one of the membranes that requires a contact adhesive, which is applied to the insulation and the underside of the membrane, according to the manufacturer's recommendations. Here, too, the membrane is overlapped, and the seams are sealed with a contact adhesive and then caulked. With other types of membranes, such as PVC or CSPE, heat seaming or heat welding are alternative methods for joining overlapping sheets. Modified bitumen membranes require a different installation procedure. After the polyiso boards have been mechanically attached to the roof, a base sheet is laid down. It is either mechanically attached or asphalt mopped, ready to receive the single-ply membrane. Asphalt mopping is advised since direct torching is not recommended with foam insulation. What about re-roofing older buildings? With Single Ply and polyiso board technology, existing buildings can be readily insulated and re-roofed at the same time. Often, the old roof doesn't have to be removed, And the energy-saving feature of proper insulation becomes an economic benefit to the building owner. There are only 3 cautions. Be sure that there is no moisture present or its source is removed. Check the live load capacity, even though single-ply systems are light, and remove any gravel ballast that may be present. Then, you have the choice of using either the mechanical attachment or hot asphalt methods of securing the polyiso boards, plus the full range of options as with any other type of roof deck. In addition to the standard flat 4x4 or 4x8 foot panels, polyiso board is manufactured in tapered forms to promote drainage. Conveniently available throughout the United States, polyiso cyanurate board is marketed under a variety of brand names and with a wide choice of factory laminated facer options to accommodate different installation techniques and to be compatible with all the roofing membranes, including EPDM, PIB, PVC, CPE, modified bitumen, and CSPE.